So we've made it to October 22nd, part 2 of the initial Celebrations release. Today we got a few of the products that we were missing out on that first release. Primarily speaking about this big old Pikachu collection, which looks very pretty in the box. I was a little bit hesitant about opening this up, but I do want the packs. I'm still working on that master set for Celebration, so we'll be getting into that. One thing I do want to note, in case I forget about it later, I don't know if you can really tell, but when you get up close, even just the white parts of the packaging have these little details with all of the starter Pokemon across the generations in them. So it's just a very nice detail. It's why the box looks so good. The other product is the Ultra Premium Collection, also a very shiny box with that starter kind of shiny holographic detail there in the white. You can see a little bit better in the light how it reflects off of there, but this box is actually a little smaller than I expected it to be, but it's pretty heavy. You can tell that it's packed with some goodies in there, so I can't wait to get into this as well. No luck with the collector's chest, the lunchbox set that has the really cool Delta Species Mimikyu, the Toxtricity, yeah, all of that stuff, but couldn't find any of those today. The Target experience was a little different than the last time. Less product this time. For the Ultra Premium boxes, they only had 8. Luckily, I was the 7th guy in line. And for the Pikachu VMax collections, they had about 20, like kind of one shopping cart full. So everyone that was in line was able to get a figure collection, but only the first 8 got the Ultra Premium. Went around to a couple comic and game shops. They didn't really get in any of the collector's chests either, so that won't have to be a journey for another day. But let's go ahead and crack these products open and see if I can get any closer to my master set for Celebrations. Even if not, then there are a few more chase cards that I'm hoping to pick up today. That way I don't have to buy them on the secondary market. Let's get to it. The 3 products that were supposed to be coming out today are actually the ones I was looking forward to most, with the Pikachu VMax figure collector kind of being the number 3 on that list. I was really wanting the Ultra Premium collection and the collector's chest just because of some of the extra stuff they have in there. The Ultra Premium collection for those 2 metal cards mainly, and the collector's chest because of the historically gimmicky Pokemon promos. But for this one, I really did want that chunky Pikachu figure. I've been a little conflicted on the Celebration stuff because I don't care that much about Pikachu as a Pokemon, but I do like the callbacks to all of the Pokemon TCG stuff, like with the Flying Pikachu, the Surfing Pikachu, and now we've got this VMax figure that does call back to the original early Pokemon Pikachu that was just fluffy, pudgy, before the Pikachu slimmed down, and that's the version that I really like more, and so I was drawn to this figure collection a little bit. It reminded me of that Detective Pikachu amiibo that came out a while ago. Oh, this is actually pretty heavy. It's I expected it to be a little lighter, maybe like it would be hollow inside or something, which it kind of feels like it still is, but yeah, could definitely make for a paperweight. This is a hefty little figure here. It does make me wonder why they didn't, go ahead and tack on amiibo capability for this. They would have gotten a little more excitement from another collecting community, but that's not really a criticism. This is a great figure just by itself. It's going to be a great shelf figure. The Pikachu VMax box is a $50 item. So, if you're not exactly wanting the cards, if you just want the figure, I would hop on to something like Troll and Toad and see if you can just buy it separately. But I do enjoy opening the packs, and like I said, there are still some cards I'm looking for from some Celebration packs. I'm going to wait until the end after I've opened both of these collections before I actually get into opening the packs. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs of Celebrations out of this set. So, for the $50, I don't know if it's really worth it unless you get some Dynamite pulls off of a couple of those packs, but the figure itself is just really nice to have. The 2 promos are gonna get reprinted anyway, so I'll leave the value of the box up to you guys. And now the juicy meat of the Celebration set, which is the Ultra Premium Collection. This is maybe, actually no, it's definitely the most expensive Pokemon product that I've ever bought. It's $120, I believe. It's got a really nice, ooh, yeah. You get that full box pattern a little darker here, so you can actually make out all the little details. So the top flap kind of unfolds there, and we'll turn it sideways here, move some stuff around, get this fat Pikachu out of the way. So yeah, we've got these boxes on the inside where you got the 25th logo, and then you have a female Pikachu tail and a male Pikachu tail, which is a nice little touch. We'll pull those out, see what types of goods we can get. We'll start with, let's see, we'll start on the packs here on the right hand side once we get the boxes out. I know these were probably in production for a good while, so it's understandable that there's not any Evolving Skies packs in here. I really wish there were. Chilling Reign and Vivid Voltage have some pretty nice chase cards in them, but nothing that I'm too interested in. Most of the fancier cards that I would be looking for are in Evolving Skies. So we've got the first metal card here. This is base set Pikachu, and it's a looker. Just like the Pikachu figure was a little heavier than I expected, this card's actually a little lighter than I expected. I was thinking, I guess, more like the thickness of those old Burger King gold-plated cards. But no, it's still nice. It does have some heft to it, though. Yeah, a little lighter. It's not exactly flimsy or anything. It's a solid card. But the texture on it's pretty good. It's kind of like a metallic wood grain almost. And yeah, the energy costs here are a little bit raised up, so it's got some texture to it. The Pikachu artwork is actually smooth where the Pokemon is actually placed on the card. So overall, yeah, that's a nice collector's item. For this box, kind of unlike the opinion I have on the value of that Pikachu box, I'm actually completely down for paying $120 for what you get. The Charizard and Pikachu enamel pin is pretty nice. It's a nice little collector's item to have in there. Nope, lost the coin there. You also get this metallic coin with the 25th anniversary logo on there, the Celebrations logo. And then on the other side, you have your typical Pokemon logo. And again, this is another nice collector's item to have. This is something I'm just going to leave in the packaging. I've got plenty of other coins I've gotten from other sets, but this Charizard right here is the main reason people were stating that they were standing in line at 7 a.m. at Target, because this is a card that is probably going to be pretty costly on its own on the secondary market, because this is a card that I think people are going to want as a graded, not even a piece of cardboard, it's a piece of metal, whatever this thing is actually made out of. But you're having to pay that Charizard tax as well. I expect that once these start hitting the secondary market, like TCG Player or Troll and Toad or eBay, that the Charizard's gonna go for way more than the Pikachu. And as far as iconic cards go, base set Charizard is kind of the pinnacle, so it makes sense that they would do a special version of it alongside Pikachu for this set. So already I'm digging the overall box. I like the little slip out containers that are inside the box. The 2 metal cards are great. Those are going to be amazing collection pieces that I'm just going to hang on to forever. And then you've got these gold printed cards. Not actual gold like with the Burger King cards, but just kind of this gold foil overall full art cards for Pokeball and Pikachu. And those are pretty nice on their own. This isn't exactly the part of the set that I was excited for. It really was those metal cards. But again, just as an overall collector's piece, those are 2 really nice additions to have in there. These are, again, things I'm just going to leave in the box. They'll never really get touched. And we've got plenty of Celebrations packs in here that we can be opening at the end of the video. Very excited about that. I'm hoping for some really great pulls today. Hoping to get different pulls than I did on the last video. If you actually pull these little slip containers out, they're not full kind of box containers like you got with the 20th anniversary set, and they are shorter, smaller, but they're still pretty nice. I don't know that I'm actually going to keep any cards in this yet. I'll actually just have to see. if I run out of storage space anywhere else with just regular cardboard boxes. I'm getting everything back in there. There is actually a guide that's also in this set. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me flip through it though. It's just going over all of the various gimmicks and mechanics that Pokemon has encountered over the years to try to explain some of the reprinted promo cards. And yeah, just this foil kind of overall case here makes a nice little layout. So I'll go ahead, I'll close this thing up and probably put it on the shelf for years and years and years. Although I was a little iffy on the overall value of the Pikachu figure set, I think this premium collection is well worth the cash. Just an overall beautiful product. It's going to make a great display item, and everything within it is really nice from a collector's perspective. So let's get into these actual celebrations packs. I was talking about my chase cards earlier. I'm still looking for a shiny Magikarp. I still would really like to have a Rocket Zapdos. Aside from that, you know, I would really like to have the Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise as well, but hopes are a little low on that. I've been watching a lot of breakdown videos where people are accumulating all of these opening data sets, and it seems that cards are really being released almost in batches. So from one ETB, you'll pull like 3 clay dolls. But if you're like me, I haven't pulled a single one. Okay, Zamazenta V. I hadn't really gotten one of those for my last pulls, so that's a nice, already filling up card slots that I had been missing. But yeah, like I was saying, all of these cards seem to be released in batches where some people are pulling like 3 Umbreons, but aren't even getting like an Imposter Oak, one of the supposedly easier cards to get. The pull rates for the Charizard does seem to be higher than for the Venusaur and the Blastoise. And Shiny Magikarp is actually one of the rarest cards that people have been pulling so far. And so my hopes aren't... Oh shit, there we go! Speaking of which, Shiny Magikarp is kind of the same rarity or the pull rate as this Gold Mew. So this wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but that's still an amazing pull. I'm happy with it. And already, these packs are starting to pay back the value of the sets that I bought them in. Definitely a chase card for most people. So yeah, like I said, already hitting the pulls. Yeah, alongside with Shiny Magikarp and this Mew card. I think the Charizard is up there too with Mega Rayquaza as being a really rare pull. The Rocket Zapdos that I've been looking for is a little lower on those tiers. People tend to pull those pretty easy. Oh, speaking of Imposter Professor Oak, that's one of those cards I actually saw some people complaining about it, saying, you know, this tends to be a pretty easy pull, but they could go through 5 or 6 ETBs and not get a single one while they were still pulling, you know, much rarer cards at a higher rate. I watched one guy, he opened 5 ETBs and ended up with 3 Venusaur. So you never really know with these, because they do seem to be batched. It's gonna be getting a variety of products in, filling the set up as much as you can, and from there probably just filling your collection with singles the best you can. Okay, got a Flying Pikachu V. Kind of getting tired of seeing those cards mixed in here. You know, at first I was really looking forward to getting all of the Flying Pikachu, Surfing Pikachu, the, you know, VMax versions of both of those. But now that the binder's filling up with them, they don't seem quite as special, but they do fit in with the other Pikachu promos we got from the figure set back there, so I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, another Pikachu, Flying Pikachu V to go with the other one that I just pulled. Alright, so going dubs on that one. I feel like I might have cursed myself already by talking about this batching thing. If anything, let's hope that I got another Shiny Mew batched in with these products. Just going through here. Kyogre. Okay, a birthday Pikachu rolling on with all of these different Pikachu cards. Full art Pikachu behind it, why not? It's going to round out all of these electric mice quite nicely. So yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I might be looking for specifically. The Mega Rayquaza, would be pretty nice as well. Not expecting too much there. More Clefas are always welcome. Those have been a godsend to the vintage format community, especially those Wizards of the Coast 20 guys who are building all of these different decks all at the same time, all that need full play sets of Clefa. So the Clefa flood that has hit the market, where you could now get them for $3 or $4 each rather than $15 to $20 each, has been amazing. I'd also like to get one of those full art Reshiram cards from Black and White, because I've gotten the Zekrom. It really needs a partner to go with it, and so yeah, kind of low key looking for that one. Another Pikachu. Yep, I definitely cursed myself a little earlier saying that I didn't like Pikachu, so it's just going to keep showing up until I like it. With the Cleffa and Rocket Zapdos coming in really handy for building some of those older decks, I do really hope that for future anniversary sets we start getting maybe reprints of... Okay, alright. Wasn't expecting that, but got the Venusaur there. Let's hope that maybe the other two of that starter trio are in with these products. But yeah, I think a great anniversary product would just be reprint all of a base set, or maybe just a best of. I know that there are collectors out there that would actually absolutely love that. Maybe even just doing best of sets like Celebrations, where you do have these smaller subsets that you can pull. And maybe like for 26th anniversary, it's not really a landmark anniversary, but it would still be nice to extend the celebration out. Maybe just do like a 25 card reprint of some really nice base set cards, or competitively relevant base set cards, and then maybe for year 27 move on to Jungle, and then Fossil, and then Rocket. I think that would be a really great way to reintroduce people to the older formats and actually make vintage formats a competitive thing. I know there's a lot of players, but we're all scattered. The vintage formats aren't supported on Pokemon TCG Online, and TCG1.net isn't great. I know a lot of people that watch my channel really like playing on there. The interface just isn't for me though. Currently, there's no reason for Pokemon to do that, because they're not going to make any money off of sets that came out 20 to 25 years ago, unless they start reprinting some of this stuff. And then people, okay, alright, I'll take a Team Magma's Groudon. That's not a bad pull. Not super excited about it, but yeah, if Pokemon wanted to capitalize on their older sets, which they definitely do, because they reprint a lot of materials from older kind of metagame relevant stuff, like for Alligator, like Blastoise, like Hitmonchan, Electabuzz, Scyther. If they wanted to open up reprinting those cards and create more of a vintage format, I think that people would definitely be into it. They would hit collectors, they would hit older players that want to just revisit those sets. I thought most of the people that watch this channel are like 25 to 34 years old, so there's definitely a little bit, at least, kind of interest in going back to older formats and playing these vintage formats, playing around with them, seeing, you know, was the metagame exactly what we thought it was back then? Or now that we've moved forward a little bit in time, what can we accomplish now with our retrospective brains? Let's get into another pack here, see what we got. Crossing my fingers mentally. Right. Okay, another full art Pikachu. It's a beautiful card. It's just, I think a lot of people were going into this set thinking that that was going to be a lot harder of a pull. At this point, I think I'm going to be sending it out in Christmas cards. I am hoping that the market continues to be flooded with Celebrations products, because the prices of cards has just been going down and down and down, except for a select few. Zekrom, I was looking for kind of the counterpart, so I've got a couple of these now with no Reshiram, but that's alright. Might be able to pull off a trade or something there. But yeah, the market's been flooded with Celebrations, so the prices for singles has really just been steadily going down for everything that's not, you know, the Gold Mew, Charizard, Shiny Magikarp, and the full art for Professor's Research. Those are the cards I've seen that have kind of maintained a pretty high value. Now, this pack here is looking a little little wonky. Hopefully there's nothing too valuable in here since it's got a little bend on it. That's alright though, nothing too special out of that pack. As we are coming up on the end of the Sword and Shield block with Fusion Strike and then maybe another subset after that to kind of wrap it up like they did with Sun and Moon. I'm hoping that they go into this Diamond and Pearl. Oh, it's Rocket Zapdos. There we go. One of my chase cards. And this is the first one I've been able to pull, so it's extremely nice. All right, yeah, that's a card I definitely have some competitive attachment to. So yeah, nice to have that back with the Venusaur there. Just from what I've pulled so far, I think it was definitely worth the money. I think I've gotten paid back already just from the premium products that it includes and from the pulls that I've gotten. Just the Mew, Venusaur, Rocket Zapdos alone. Oh, got another bendy pack here. Hoping, okay, well, yep. That one's definitely going in a Christmas card then. Yeah, as we're wrapping up kind of the Sword and Shield era, moving into these Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus, I'm hoping that the Pokemon Company continues to just flood the market. Because, okay, it's my second Luxray Level X. It's another nice card. You know, it may end up going in the trade pile to kind of fill out some of the missing cards I have in my set. But the flooding the market tends to be the best option for the Pokemon Company because then they're preventing the secondary market from becoming too stanky, too foul. Because a lot of people have been put off of playing competitively because the price of cards has shot up so much ever since the pandemic started. Because there's this huge speculators market now and people keep saying it's a bubble. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I'm probably going to do a separate video discussing this whole bubble issue. But Pokemon's gonna make more money if they're releasing more product, if they're printing more cards. That's what they're concerned about, their bottom line. It seems like the best option for the Pokemon Company International, and it's also gonna help resolve a lot of player issues, keep people in the game, keep people playing competitively because the cards are actually going to be affordable. I'm curious to see how long they actually keep printing more Celebrations products, keep stocking shelves in these big box stores. I know that the local LGSs are the ones that are kind of getting screwed over by these tactics. Okay, got another Groudon. But, you know, that is unfortunate, and I'm kind of split there as well. But I do hope a lot more of the actual just like booster boxes of cards. I know Celebrations doesn't have booster boxes, but generally speaking, a lot more just like single packs that are going to be hitting the LGS scene. That way, places like Walmart, Target, GameStop, Amazon, people kind of shy away from them for just more availability options elsewhere, going a little bit local with it. Okay, I think that's the second Dom fan I've pulled. It's another nice competitive card with a Zacian V stacked behind it. All right. The Zacian and Zamazenta cards that are in this set are actually really nice. I like the sheen that they have on them. I am curious to see how many people were able to get their hands on the Ultra Premium collections today. You know, overall, I think it was a good purchase for me. Well worth waiting in line in the cold for about an hour just to get my spot in line to pick up these two products today. I'm definitely satisfied. But we do still have this availability issue of exactly how many people are actually going to be able to pick up these Ultra Premium collections on the release dates today. And, you know, just from what I saw, it seems like these collections have a little bit more of a limited release. Maybe that's because of the price tag. They weren't expecting as many people to show up for them. But in the end, I don't think this is a good product for the speculators market. It's $120, and like I was saying earlier, the Celebrations product line has kind of been flooding the Pokemon market so far. People are able to get their hands on it as long as they're showing up, putting in a little effort for it. It's not as easy as getting other products, but this is not a product I think you can hold on to for 10 years and then sell it for 5 times as much. Going into the pre-orders, people were paying $500 for the Ultra Premium collection just you know, for fear of missing out. But yeah, I see the Pokemon Company continuing to print this stuff for as long as people are buying it off the shelf. I remember back with the 20th anniversary set, you know, I rushed in. I was working at Target at the time, and so I actually saved myself one against store policy because I thought that they would sell out. But this was, you know, 5 years ago, before this huge collector's boom was going on, and those things sat on the shelf for months. And I don't know if people ultimately bought them or not, or if, you know, they just got sent back to the distribution center. But I'm going to save a lot of this talk for another video. I do want to go more in depth with this kind of speculators market bubble that Pokemon has been dealing with for the past couple of years. It's really had a negative impact on competitive players, on collectors that are serious about just completing sets, getting, you know, really great graded products. And I've talked about it before. Like I said, I'm going to save a lot of this for a separate video, but let me know if you were able to get your hands on any kind of Wave 2, not even Wave 2, Part 2 of Wave 1 Celebration products. Let me know if you were able to find any collector's chests out there. I'm very interested to see what everyone's experience was today. I know there's a lot of people on the channel that have been opening products voraciously to get some of these subset chase cards. So like I said, leave me a comment down there, leave me a like, subscribe if you're not already. What are you doing? I'll see you later. Bye.